I live, I got the $1 million neighbors. I came through your block looking so clean. The chicks out there and they got the shit.
YouTube was good. It's your guy, not your average trucker. Back at it. Another quick video. I'm actually about to walk into this Walmart. I understand I posted a little dash cam video yesterday. I said in the description that there was no sound because I had music playing in the background, and you upload videos that have music that you don't own the copyrights to, YouTube give you issues. So I was aware that it was no sound. You understand? I don't really expect people. Sometimes I have some content or some footage that I don't necessarily mind posting because, it's your leisure, whether you choose to just watch somebody drive or whether you choose to not watch it at all, you heard? But anyway, a couple things I wanted to touch on. It's people out here that start out and they ask me the best advice I could give them in order to be successful. And there's no one response that I can give, to guarantee that you'll be able to do what I was able to do. You understand? Could have been all pure luck that I succeeded or whatever, but the main thing I tell anybody, man, it doesn't matter what business you start, whether it's trucking, real estate, freaking restaurant, landscaping business, whatever. Success boils down to pretty much two things. It boils down to customer service for one, always, and another thing is inevitably it all boils down to mathematics. Simple. 1 + 1 = 2. That's business in a nutshell. Your ability to master mathematics, master using of a calculator will help you go a long way. I'm not talking about algebraic equations or geometry or calculus, none of that. It's just simple stuff, man. Whether it's knowing how to break down your expenses, knowing how to break down your revenues to what you need on a day-by-day basis, month-by-month basis, week-by-week basis, trucking a mile-by-mile basis, the thing that baffles a lot of people is, I always get I'm talking to guys and they're like, look, man, I got one truck, some things done went down, my credit is bad, I want to get another truck or I want to expand, but I don't think I qualify for financing and I don't know how to come up with the bread in order to be able to buy another truck. And I tell people all the time, it's not as complex as you think. If you're in a situation where you got one truck and you operating that sucker every day and you don't have no truck note, but you want to buy another truck, but you don't think, hey, first of all, there's two things in life that you will always be able to get financing for. That's a home and a vehicle, always. The only difference is going to, inevitably be your interest rate. You understand? If your credit is jacked up, somebody will finance you for a truck, my man. Now, if your interest rate 25% or some weird high number like that, that's on you. But, there'll always be somebody willing to finance you. But if you're in a situation where you're trying to avoid high interest and if you try, every time I'm making a video, I see Trump stuff, man. Anyhow. So again, that just boils down to math, man. So if you're in a situation, you know you want to buy a truck, you know, let's say 30 grand for a truck, and you trying to figure out, all right, man, you know, I got a 1-year plan. How the hell can I get a $30,000 truck and I pay cash for it? How can I do that in 1 year? It all boils down to math. If you know you're starting with $30,000, right? You divide that by 12. That's how many, you know, months in a freaking year. And you know, all right, I need to save up $2,500 a month in order to save 30 grand during the course of a freaking year. It's like, all right, well, how much is that a week? You understand? You're going to take that, you're going to divide that by 4. Because you already know you need $2,500 a month for 12 months to equal $30,000 to buy you a, you know, a 4 or 5 year old truck. You understand? So you divide that by 4, that's gonna give you $625. So you know you need $625 in the stash per week for 52 weeks in order to obtain that $30,000 goal, right? All right, well, if I need $625 a week, how much is that per day, right? Well, you know, most people out here only working 5 days a week. You know, you got some super truckers that's working every damn day, but, or I should say loads. Most people is doing 5 loads per week, I guess. Take that 625, divide that by 5, and you at 125. So you know that every load you do, whether it's, you know, plausible or not, we just giving an example, but every load you do, you need to be able to stash $125 out of every load for, you know, 5 loads a week, 4 weeks equal a month, 12 months equal a year. So if you can put away $125 out of every load you do for a year, you should be able to save $30,000, and in that year you buying another truck, cash, right? Then you got people that try to figure out, yo, I don't know how to equate, you know, how to pay my bills, or what percentage of my runs go towards my bills. Similar situation. It's all math, man. It's all very, very easy. It's not nothing that somebody with a 3rd grade education can't figure out. You understand? If you got all your trucking expenses, say, like, again, you don't have no truck note, you're paying $1,000 a month for insurance, you know, you spending, you know, another freaking $500 a month on maintenance. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Anyway, you just total up all your business expenses, right, for the month. So if you know you got, let's say, $3,000, I'm using easy numbers that I can do in my head while I'm driving because it's freaking raining. But you know you got $3,000 a month worth of bills. You divide that by 20. And that's going to give you $150. So that means all your bills, if you got $3,000 worth of bills, I'm just throwing up a number, man. I don't know what kind of debt y'all have or whatever, but you take whatever your total amount for your bills, whether you're including business and personal, or just one or the other. You add that up, whatever that total is, you divide that by 20. Again, that 20 is 4 weeks equal 1 month, and you're doing 5 loads per se, or however many loads you do. If you only do 2 loads a week, or if you do 7 loads a week, that number varies. But for the most part, the average person out here is going to be at 20. 4 weeks in a month, 5 days in a week, pretty much. So you know that if you got $3,000 worth of bills, you need your first $150 off of every load is what you need to cover your bills. So if you're doing a load every day for $600, your first $150 is going towards your bills, which leaves you with $450. And then however much you spending on fuel for that load. You know, if it's only a $600 load, that I assume you're not going far, so you might be spending, you know, I don't know, unless you're just a bad negotiator. But $600 load, I'm hoping you're not spending more than $50 to $75 on fuel. So say you at $75, you minus that 75 from that 450. That means you only your play money, but you know, after that is only $375, which is still, you know, good or bad depending on what your situation is. But at least you know, hey, I did a $600 load, $150 went towards my bills, another $75 went towards my fuel, and I'm left with $375 to do whatever with. You understand? And you know, multiply that 375 times 5, that gives you $1,875. You multiply that, that's you know, pretty much your profit for the week. You multiply that times, you know, the 4 weeks again, that means you stashing $7,500 a month, you know, which should help you out in life, you understand? But again, I don't know your situation, but the number one advice that I can give you, period, to make any line of work prosper that you own, you know, if you're an employee, you know, I don't really have much to say for you, but if you're trying to make your business succeed, it's just mastering math, man. Figuring out how to break down every dollar you earn and figure out how that, you know, affects the rest of your bottom line. You understand? Break it down. Like I say, the easiest math is to do is to break it down on a month-by-month basis. You know, from weeks to days. Boom, you go that way. You understand? But again, it's your guy, not your average trucker. Like I say, I don't know whether to apologize or not for that last video, because I knew it didn't have sound. I just recorded myself driving, man. Some people are into watching stuff like that. Some people are not. You understand? And I tell you all the time, I'm not really the video editing dude, because this is not, you know, I'm not making YouTube videos for a profit. You understand? So I'm not out here editing videos and adding non-copyrighted music just so it's a better watch. Like, I don't really care. You understand? So either you watch the video or you don't. But as far as everything else, like I said, man, the 2 keys to making any business succeed, number 1 will always be customer service, man. Because at the end of the day, you have no customers, I don't care what line of work you in, you're not going to have any business. I don't care if you're selling dope on the corner, or if you got a restaurant, or you a trucking company, man. If you don't have no customers, you going out of business, though. You're going to be putting a ski mask on. But it's your guy, not your average trucker. Get you a good calculator and know how to operate that calculator. And just keep up with math, man. It's simple, man. I know when you were sitting in the classroom as a kid, you might have hated math. Most people love math. Most people like me, because, you know, you like being able to keep up with a dollar. But, you know, some people just wanted to go and enjoy physical education. They just wanted to go do dodgeball and play football. So it is what it is. But it's a guy, not your average trucker, out here driving in the rain. Coincidentally, man, I made a video about that Freightliner that was down for a month because it was getting water intrusion. That's really the reason, because it's a Sunday right now. That's really the reason I left the house, is it was on my mind. Yo, I wonder, you know, it's the first time it's rained since I got that truck out the shop, and I done put another dude in it. You know, I gave him the spiel on it, like, look, man, let me know if this or this happens, because, you know, I just spent, that repair bill was like $4,800. So I'm like, yo, I just spent $4,000 with damn near $5,000. And I have no way of knowing if they actually, I mean, I know they repaired the, what's that shit called, the SAM cab or something like that. I know they repaired the electronical portion, because now the truck's working properly, but I didn't know if they repaired the actual water leak, because it was dry when I picked the truck up, and for about 2 weeks now, and we've had no rain, so I had no way of knowing if it was done. So I woke up 5 in the morning because it was raining hard as hell, and I just couldn't, you know, couldn't sleep. So I waited for the sun to come up, threw a hoodie on, and where that driver has the truck parked, it's about 45 minutes from my crib, man. So I had to Drive 45 minutes just to check on that truck. That's that dedication. You know, coincidentally, it was dry. So I don't know if that situation is because they fixed it, or it could be a situation where the water intrusion only occurs when the vehicle's in motion. So at least I know the sitting still part, because it had been raining for several hours, it was still dry inside the truck. So at least I know when it's sitting still, it's straight. So only time will tell how it behaves once it's in motion. But if you got not your average trucker, y'all be easy. One,